it's MK and I am here with another mixed media mayhem recipe for you guys today. I am also combining this with May I Scraplift You, and today I am scraplifting Sarah Miller House. Her designs are so bright, so colorful, and just absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to give this one a try. So for the recipe, I have, oh my god, I think ribbon, something sparkly, and I don't remember, I think it's ink, paint, something. I don't remember what the last one was. I am so sorry. Oh, modeling paste. Now I remember what it is. So I also plan on die cutting a few stars out of this Stampin' Up! Die cut set. That's what it is. I have some red stars in here that are from the Pear Tree cut file shop, as well as not just for boys. I had to borrow, which I don't intend to return, a piece of ribbon from Sandy. I have some miscellaneous Christmas papers that I brought, and Sarah didn't use a whole lot of scraps, so I plan on just using these two little scraps that I brought, and my Nuvo paste that is in Winter White, which is new to me as well. And then for my modeling paste, I have these two adorable photos of my kids in their Christmas Eve pajamas. I also have these beautiful, beautiful pine cones from Sarah, which is Scrapbook Addicts. Oh my gosh, her Etsy shop is just amazing, you guys, and I love these. So I have a bunch of paper glazes. I have the gold, I have the fern green, I have, it's like a chartreuse green. I don't really know exactly the name of it. And then I believe I bring in another color. I think I bring in brown dahlia. I don't remember that one. Or one, maybe that, oh, that's right. I didn't bring in the fern just yet. I just went and grabbed it. So I'm going to go ahead and take my flat palette knife and just scrape on color. Look at how gorgeous this is. Oh, I think that neon green is actually from the Crafters Workshop, you guys, and I think it is in chartreuse. So I'm going to add my greens and then a few browns and then this gorgeous gold, which I'm almost out of. So it takes a little bit more effort because I'm at the bottom of the barrel. And then I wanted to blend in a few colors. I didn't want just the gold right in the middle. I did not plan that out rather well, obviously. And then I go across all of it with the chartreuse because I really did love that color. Now, these aren't Christmas colors. I was thinking of the green and the gold, and then I'm going to use a whole lot of red accents, but they weren't exactly Christmassy green that I was looking for. And I thought that by adding in this glacier paste, which is my something sparkly, that it would help tell the Christmas story. So I love the background. I really, really do. But everybody at the retreat was like, how are you going to turn that Christmassy? I don't know. I still don't know. But I absolutely love how this background ended up turning out. So I did decide I used both the green and the red papers from my little scrap stash to map my photos, and then all that was left was this red plaid. So I had to dig into my stash, and I pulled out this, this blue plaid from my stash, which is blue, green, black, and red and white. Is it? It's more like a tartan, isn't it? I think so. So anyways, I decided to go ahead and pull that out as well and use it as my main big piece like what Sarah used, and then have my little red piece on top of it for that pop of red that I'm looking for. So I also used my distress tool to go ahead and distress all of my edges because Sarah gave her layout this huge lift just by scuffing up all the papers and things like that. I mean, she looks like she has a lot of dimension on this layout, but to me, it could also just be because she scuffed up her edges and the paper gave it that lift, which it normally does. I love doing that kind of stuff. So I've got my two photos setting off to the side. They're a little bit bigger than what Sarah's are, so I don't have as much room, but I'm going to make it work. And then I went ahead and pulled out the other Sarah's gorgeous little pine cones and needles and poinsettias, and oh my stars, they're just awesome. I also have a ton of little scraps left over from the years of, scrapbooking Christmas. And I just brought a baggie with me. I didn't want to bring my entire Christmas collection, knowing I only had the one layout. I also pulled out these Christmas embellishments from the give take table and started looking through those as well. So I've got a couple tags. I've got a couple Tim Holtz old school things. I've got a couple stickers and whatnot. So things will work on this layout. However, the background still isn't looking Christmassy. And I have to tell you guys that even though the background doesn't scream Christmas, this ended up being one of my favorite layouts. It just how it all came together and watching it all come together, even editing the video, it still became one of my favorite layouts because it's like, oh my gosh, I love the background. I love all the embellishments on top. And I love the pops of red. I just love everything that ended up on this layout, and it still doesn't look like it's cluttered to me. Opinions are welcome, but to me it doesn't look that way. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop up one of my pine cones, but leave all the rest and go ahead and adhere everything else to the layout, just because of the fact that I wanted the dimension. So my tag isn't going the right way for the cute little ho 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 that is on top and the little postage stamp and everything. So I cut that off and went ahead and put it back on, so that way it was going the right way and my tag was going the right way, and I still was able to use everything. Now this did bring in a little bit of pink, which I normally don't do, but my daughter's Christmas jammies ended up being pink, so it actually worked out really well. And then I'm going to try to get these pine cones that don't have a poinsettia also on the layout. And then the rest of, I can't remember what it is. What did I just throw up off to the top? I don't remember. But anyways, so it's a tradition in our house that we open a family gift on Christmas Day. I know I said this story last year as well, but for those of you that are new, it is a tradition. We get a big giant box to open. Now, I gotta tell you guys that as the kids are getting older, the box is getting a little bit more difficult to wrap. And so for this year, 2022, is a Christmas, which is really, I'm in 2023 right now, but, last year's, everybody got their own packaging, and then I wrapped up the family gift separate. But in everybody's little packaging, so in the box, everybody finds this cute little package tied up with string, and it has a brand new set of pajamas in there. It has popcorn or their, salty choice of snack. There's no candy. And then a drink mix. So some of my kids like hot cocoa. Some of my kids like hot cider. So depending on what they like, that is their drink. And then of course we also have a family movie and a family game. So we have a brand new game and a brand new movie to us. And the movie's usually 9 times out of 10 Christmas related. And so then we end up sitting, and for Christmas Eve, we sit and we watch the movie. We have our popcorn or our salty treat, as well as our drink of choice. So it's just a tradition that we have always done since the kids were uber little and whatnot. So I also have all of these white little stars that I die cut from the Stampin' Up! Die cut set. They are stitched stars, and I'm just taking my fingernails and scuffing them up just a little bit. I can't really use the tool because of the stitching that is so close to the edge of this particular star. So I'm just scuffing it up just a little bit to match the rest of the layout so they're not crisp and clean stars. But yeah, I don't want to rip that stitching, and so that's why I was using my fingernail. I'm also going to tuck a few little postage stamps. One says ho ho ho, and the other one was a Tim Holtz. I think it's something about a sled being on sale back in the 50s. And then I also have a little journal box. It's probably just going to end up saying Christmas of 2021 is all it is. I am still working in my 2021 album, but I am placing my stars down fairly close to where Sarah has placed hers down. I did not I didn't have as many stars, and I definitely don't layer my stars up. She layers pattern on top of pattern. That's one of the things that draws me to Sarah's eye or layouts or anything. Her designs are just fabulous, absolutely fabulous. So, like I said, my color choices, I definitely wished I would have had some sort of different color in the background or kept it all just the green. I'm not really sure, but I do end up just just loving the way that this whole layout comes together, even though the whole time I was like, do I really like this background? Should I keep going? And I still do. I found lots of use of those stickers that were on that Give Take Table sticker sheet. So I'm really happy that I got a few uses out of those. I think I spy 4 items that I used. And now I am taking all of those acrylic stars and resin stars. So the acrylic stars are from Pear Tree Cut Files, and the resin stars are from the Not Just for Boys Kit Club. And I'm scattering them around to give my layout more red all the way around. I wanted red to really be an accent color and all the greenery and whatnot in the background. I do like the gold added because of my cabinets in the back. It gave my photos that yellow shine. So I wanted to add that in there as well. I'm almost wondering if it's the chartreuse that is throwing this layout off. I never thought of that until like right now. But Sarah's, Scrapbook Addicts pine needles have the different greens in them, and that's where I was trying to pull in that other green. I just didn't bring a whole lot of modeling paste. Well, I don't own a whole lot of colorful modeling pastes, and I definitely did not bring any of my white modeling paste. That was one thing I forgot, and I had to keep borrowing Janet's. I also pulled out a bunch of rhinestones that are leftover little bits and pieces from an uber old paper pumpkin. I love their Christmas paper pumpkins just because of the fact that I have all these little leftover bits and whatnot, whether they're green or red or gold is their Christmas colors of choice. I think they do a winter every now and then too. But anyways, just scattering all of that around, just trying to see where I'm missing. I'm also, again, referring back to Sarah's and seeing what she has done with her layout and trying to keep it true to what she has done. And you guys, like I said, I loved how this layout turned out. I love the background. I love everything that I was able to put, down on the layout. And it doesn't feel like I put a ton of stuff on this layout, but yet there's a ton of stuff on this layout. All right, so I'm going to finish up. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how many of these rhinestones. I think these are also Stampin' Up! Little dots. They're not enamel dots. They're almost like little plastic candies. I'm not really sure what to even call those, but I do end up throwing away, the backing piece, I think to about 3 sets, because what I do to dwindle down my dot collection is that I take one little section and I complete the whole row. That is my goal. If I'm going to use a dot, I'm going to use the whole row, not just 1 or 2 or 3 and then end up having all these little leftovers. It's all or nothing, you guys. So I'm taking my Dina Wakley in white and splattering that all over the layout, trying to bring in more of the sparkly stars because they're in the background and I wanted to kind of bring them forward. So I'm just going to do that. Take my little... take my masking paper and dry it off, see if that helps. And that is my layout, you guys. Like I said, I love this layout. You don't have to. It's okay. It's not going to hurt my feelings if all of a sudden it's like, what? I absolutely love this layout. Sarah, again, thank you for allowing me to lift you. You are one of my favorite people to lift because of all the wonderful color that you do use. So thank you so much. Please be sure to check out the link down below. It is a playlist for all the YouTube folks that are playing along with May I Scraplift You. Also, too, check out all the links down below for those that are playing along with Mixed Media Mayhem. And again, thank you so much, and I will check y'all later. Bye.